Hey guys, it's me, Sonia, and I am back with what is this, week 4? Yes, week 4. I did not finish week 3, and I won't be doing the preview, the video portion of week 4 because for whatever reason, well, not for whatever reason, I recently moved and my internet isn't set up at my new place yet. So I can't watch the videos on my phone for whatever reason. So I haven't watched the video to fill in the blanks. I haven't even looked at the fill in the blanks. But yeah, we're going to start with day 1 because it is Monday. So we're going to start with day 1. Okay. Hopefully your day 1 has gone well. And don't mind the banana stain on my shirt. Okay, here we go. It says, "My father's shoes. My youngest son loves to put on his father's gargantuan shoes and pretend to be grown up. They nearly swallow his little legs whole, but he clomps around the house like a Clydesdale, trying not to lose his balance and come tumbling down. In the past years, of course, if I'd come across size 13 muddy footprints on the floor, or if I tripped over a pair of my husband's shoes that had been left out in the middle of the living room floor, I would have known exactly who the culprit was. I'd tell Jerry nicely to please stop tracking dirt through the house, or better yet, kindly remove his shoes before coming in. But lately, there's just as good a chance a 6-year-old is behind these prints. Because when you're wearing your daddy's shoes, your footprints can start looking a whole lot like his. This week, you and I are going to put on our father's shoes, and by the Spirit's power, we're going to start seeing the tracks of peace he can make, not only in our own hearts, but also in relationships, experiences with others. Perhaps the current status of things in your life makes you think no mere change of shoes can do anything to counteract the chaos, angst you're feeling and facing. But yes, when those shoes are God's shoes, his footprints will start showing up everywhere you step. Look at the typical shoes of a Roman soldier on the inside of the back cover. Write down the distinctive features that you notice. So, we're going to look at the typical shoes of a Roman soldier and inside and write down the distinctive features. So I'm going to turn to the back cover. Turning. What do I notice? Give me 1 second. Still turning. So, here are Roman soldier shoes. Can you see them? I don't know if I can't see them on here through the camera, but they're on here. No, they're on here. So what do I notice? They are wrapped around his legs. They're tied around his legs. They have spikes on them for grip. They have little air pockets, I guess. If his feet sweat, it will kind of blow them, I guess. They have a sole on them. They're tied up the leg. They have little air pockets in them. They're tied together evenly on both feet. That's what I noticed. So let me write that down. Write down the distinctive features. So they're tied down. They're tied on the legs. Onto legs as well as feet. Why Why do you think these features might be important for a legionary going into battle? Um, it keeps the shoe on. Keeps the shoe on and creates traction. I forgot to add the spikes. Tied onto the legs, so his feet has spikes on the bottom. Alright. After highlighting the belt and the breastplate in Ephesians 6, Paul drew attention to the soldier's footwear, which was distinctive from other types of shoes from that time period. Civilians wore soft leather shoes called calciae. Indoors, both sexes wore slippers called solae. Roman soldiers, however, wore heavy military sandals called caliga. I don't know why my voice goes up when I try to pronounce it. Half boot, half sandal. These uppers were pierced with open work designs, which gave good ventilation. Yep, I said it had holes, possibly for ventilation. The many straps allowed adjustment to fit the particularities of the individual's foot. Whilst parts of the boot that might rub were cut away. The soles are made of several layers of leather and were clinched with hobnails, frequently arranged in patterns. These hollow metal studs provided a firm grip on the sole. We'll look at this in more depth tomorrow, but for now, remember that these protrusions dug into the ground and kept the soldier sure-footed and stable when holding his ground and advancing against the enemy. Whew. Guys, I'm sleepy. It's currently after 11 o'clock, close to 12. And maybe 15 minutes before it's 12, so I want to get this done. Okay, turn to Ephesians 6, verse 15, and write it word for word in the space below. So I'm going to see if I can do this on my phone. Right now, I'm not sure where my Bible is. I know it's in here. I know I have a couple Bibles here. I just don't know where. So, yeah. Let me see if